Well, as you can see, we had such a great time and we wanted to share it with you guys. We went to a Scottish dancing class, as you can see. Basically, we went in there because we wanted to learn about other cultures. We felt very welcomed by the group. They were very experienced, and they took us under their wing and made sure we were having lots of fun. They kept us dancing the whole time, taught us all the steps. It was so much fun. And we learned 3 group dances that were made up of the same 5 formations and steps. 3 dances were the Cumberland Sunrise, which was a line dance. And then we learned another line dance called January Welcome. And the final dance was the ferry boat.
Oh my god! Okay. Hold on, what should I do?
Keep going, keep going. Who's next?
Okay, now Amy. Yeah, it's still going. Okay, silence.
Are we going to edit this?
We don't know how.
Okay, so when I first arrived at the studio, at the Cultural Arts Center, it was a little bit different for me because I could hear them saying the steps of the dances, and I was just really confused. We were just watching the advanced dance, and they were saying lots of things that I just wasn't sure what was, it looked really hard for me in the beginning. So they also said phrases like first couple, second couple. There was a leading lady, and there was just lots of different dance jargon. And let's see, also I saw them dancing on the balls of their feet, which was very important for those dances. It was very touchy-feely. I mean, as far as like you would hold hands with your partner, or you would do different movements and stuff where you did have to interact a lot. So it's very social and interactive. As far as language goes, they were speaking English. The Scottish man had a little bit of an accent, and he was a visitor that day. And that was pretty much it.
Okay, so basically when we got there, it was actually a 2-hour event, and 1 hour was for people who were already awesome and knew what they were doing. We didn't know what we were doing. And so when we first got there, we actually had to wait for them to finish, and then they actually included us. And basically we did a warm-up first, and then we actually did 2 line dances, and then we did a circle dance later. And what's interesting is that the instructors, they were kind of giving us this background information on the dances because they had both, well, I think they were married, yeah. They had both danced in Scotland and different places around the world, and they actually told us that the circle dance that we did was like super, super old. And people in Scotland did it to be able to meet different people, like a traveler would come to town, and they would come with one partner, and then they would end up dancing with pretty much everybody by the time the night was over, which sounds kind of cool. And then basically, I feel like they told us the background information because they didn't have to, because a lot of dance classes, they don't really tell you the history of the dance. But I think they did that because they felt like it would maybe perk our interest. And another interesting thing is that these dance classes are actually free every Sunday for 6 weeks. And so some of us want to go back, but I live in Garland, so it's not going to happen. And they told us that these dances actually almost died in Scotland. But there were 2 old ladies, and they revived the whole thing by putting the dances in a book where people could actually get the steps, and it became more standardized, I guess. And that's actually how we were able to learn these dances, because of the 2 old ladies, I don't know their names, who saved the whole dance. And yeah.
Okay, now for the real substance of our video. Why is this important to teachers? Why is this relevant? This is really important for teachers because when we go into the work field, our classroom is going to have numerous children that are from different cultural backgrounds. It's really important for us to be well informed in other cultures so that we can make sure that these children feel welcome in the classroom. How you can use this in our classroom and how I intend to use it in the classroom. You can do it while you're reading a multicultural text, and you can incorporate a dance in with it that also appeals for the the kinesthetic learners. And it's just a good way to keep kids on their feet and moving around because so much of the day they're sitting in their chairs. Also, it's important in recent times because there's a lot of funds that are being cut from PE and PE education programs, and this is a good way for classroom teachers to incorporate creative movement and dance in their classrooms. Some of us definitely intend to go back next Sunday and participate in this dance lesson because I feel like, and we all feel like it would be beneficial for us in the long run as teachers. And this concludes our Cultural Awareness Project. Thank you so much.
And cut.